outside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward. And here are the Heat now after the missed three from Trae Young.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young against Hero. Again, Young missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
It's been a quick start for Miami. It's a 5-point game. Good ball movement here by Miami. And here's Adebayo outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Burks finds Wiggins. Here's Ware. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Johnson outside. Pass to Daniel. Here's Young. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock to halt the run, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Daniels.
You're smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Hero kicks to Burks. Hero sets the pick for Wiggins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Offensive rebound. Pass to Daniels. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That one drops for him. Young's got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. The Hawks trailing. It's stolen by Adebayo. Knocked away.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Young pass to Okongwu. No good from outside. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Adebayo against Johnson. And Bam Adebayo hits from deep. Adebayo's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Miami. Here's Reza Shea, covered by Wiggins. Young. Atlanta again missing. The Heat leading by 4. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Again, Adebayo missing. Hawks shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Young dishes to Okongwu. Pass to Rizachet. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. Here's Ware. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Kevin Love out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Larson in at the 2. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Misses the 3. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat, trailing by 2.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Niang, that's good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Robinson. Shoots over man. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Hero. Hero's got his 3rd assist on the night. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Man can't hit. The Heat with the lead. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now LeVert. After the missed 3 from Kyle Anderson. The Hawks again can't hit. The Heat have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. The Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Niang, no good.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Fires from the wing. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the 3 by Atlanta. Robinson on the wing. Miami no good on that time either. The Hawks leading. LeVert the pass to Capella. Here's man. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the team.
Atlanta making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Burks against LeVert. A fader. And Burks is good for 3. Burks has got 8 points. Stan, the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is. And teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
Anderson can't get it to go. Hawks shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Niang Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Hawks.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Capella, pass to man. For the three. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Stolen by Robinson. Here's Ware. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Hawks leading by 4. Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
On the court for Atlanta, the front court is Rizichet and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Young's shot is good.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Hero from long range. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 8 now on the night. Again, Young missing. The Heat trail by 6. Hero kicks to Wiggins. Good on the triple. Wiggins has got 5 now.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Got that one up quick.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Bangs home the trifecta. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Shoots the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Here's Rizichet. Johnson for 3. It's stolen by Adebayo. And they're on the break. Wiggins from outside, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. George Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Karis LeVert comes in for Young. And here's Adebayo outside. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Spins. LeVert with a wide-open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
LeVert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hero kicks to Robinson. And here's Adebayo outside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
To the inside. Pass to Rizichet. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. For the tie. Again, Adebayo missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. To the right side. Here's Niang. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 3. From past the arc. And Burks is good for 3. Burks has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Heat. And for the Hawks, they're shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
The Hawks leading by 3. Johnson, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Niang. Fires it up. Off target with the jump hook. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this kid, Rizichet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Hero passes to Robinson. Hits it from three-point range. Robinson's got 10. Now LeVert. Pass to Niang. Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer, LeVert. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Hawks on top. They lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Assist from Harris.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Robinson, and it's Highsmith in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Highsmith's shot is off. Atlanta leading by 7. Bounce pass LeVert. Back to Niang. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Larson with the bucket.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Krejci. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Larson. Off target from outside. Here's Krejci. He's covered by Hero. Knocks down the 3-ball. Krejci's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Here's Jovic. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Jovic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Krejci. Off target with his 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Krejci. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 5. Puts up a 3. Larson, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He'd have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead. Three-pointer. The Hawks again can't hit. For Miami, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Hero sets the pick for Robinson. Back to Hero. Outside for Robinson. And the Heat, another three.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about. And these two teams are really equal.
Robinson, that's good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Hero on the wing. Back to Robinson. The trade. Rebound, Atlanta. Niang's got 5 rebounds tonight. Three-pointer, LeVert buries it from three-point range. LeVert's got 9 points here in the second half.
And LeVert with that slashing approach coupled with the outside shot. Boy, he is not an easy cover.
Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Capella finds LeVert. Here's Krejci. Pass to Niang. Here's Krejci. He's covered by Hero. Krejci passes to Niang. 5 on the clock. For 3. Krejci, no good.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Here's Jovic. Launches it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. The lead is 2. Places one from 3.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Waters in at the small forward position. And here's Harris outside. Rebound Miami. Burks for three. Sinks it from distance.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Harris. From the arc. The rebound by Burks. And Brett, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Harris passes to Hardaway. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The three is up. And again, no good by Detroit. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Adebayo. Good on the bucket.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
And here's Harris outside. Harris on the wing. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Here's Waters. Out to Harris. The Pistons need to get one up quick. For 3, Hardaway. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins, left side. That's tipped. Harris passes to Duren. Here's Waters from outside the arc. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, because Duren is such a big, physical, athletic guy, it's easy to overlook his incredible passing. But that's one of his core strengths.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Driving in. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, here's Harris. The rebound by Wiggins.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Harris outside. And it's Miami with a rebound. 1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. Beyond the arc. Burks no good. Hero against Cunningham. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Cunningham's got 9 points.
No doubt Cunningham has that extended range for him. It's about becoming much more consistent.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Wiggins with a screen on Harris. Adebayo from long range. Good D by Harris. The Pistons lead by 4. Here's Duren. Drives to the hoop. Launches a 3. They get it again. There's Cunningham with a 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Hardaway on the wing. Back to Cunningham. Harris outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. All right, we'll get back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Detroit.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. We've got Holland. Malik Beasley is out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Waters in at the 3. Jovic, he's checked in for Love. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Schroeder's checked in.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Inside, and it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Highsmith, he's checked in for Miami. And the switch here also for Detroit. Thompson's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's gotten his first points in this one.
Love the timing as Robinson comes off footwork there to get the catch and get the shot up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Pass to Larson. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. Ivey with the defensive effort. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
Thompson with a screen. Beasley for 3. Anderson pulls it down. Heat trail by 4. Out to the wing. Here's Larson. Misses the 3. Beasley outside. And the Heat making a change here.
First team foul. Substitutions for your Heat.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Beasley against Burks. From deep. Beasley misses. Miami has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Robinson for 3. No luck on that one. The Pistons lead by 4. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Here's Hero. The Pistons clear it.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Robinson against Beasley. Pulls up. Offensive rebound. Outside Schroeder. Ivey passes to Beasley. Ivey is screen on Hero. 5 on the clock. Beasley outside. Goes back up. That one goes. Count it. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Robinson passes to Burks. To stop the run. And Ivey pulls it down.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
Schroeder finds Ivey. Beasley outside. There's a screen. Here's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. And it's an 11-point Detroit lead. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, BA, it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. It's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Burks for three. On target from range. Burks has got 6.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Beasley against Burks. Stolen by Hero. For 3. And Ivy pulls it down. Ivy's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Schroeder. Ivy outside. Takes a 3. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Ivy's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Anderson. From deep. The rebound by Detroit. Outside Schroeder. Thompson with a screen. Here's Beasley. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Detroit in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word.
For the fan, half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
You're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Alec Burks. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Waters, no good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Adebayo, that's good.
Too much to worry about with Bam when he's in the post and on the elbow making plays. And now he's making threes? Wow.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Harris has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Wiggins just has to stay aggressive, a guy who can score from anywhere.
Hardaway from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got rebound number 8 now. Hero, screen on Cunningham. Burks for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game. Back to Harris. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Miami. Hero for 3. Buries it from 3. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
And that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
The 3, here's Harris. Drains the triple. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Waiters. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ware. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Burks no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brett, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes, and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. Back to Sasser. Fires for three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Adebayo. Hero for three. Offensive rebound. From behind the arc. And Burks with the basket on the assist by Adebayo. Burks has got 9 points.
And Bam dropping another dime, never shy about sharing the ball.
Here's Waters. Robinson defending. Sasser outside. The three ball. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A terrific box out that draws the over the back call.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Highsmith, he's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Hero.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Harris. And again, no good by Detroit. Heat trail by 10. Here's Robinson. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Robinson's got his second bucket on the night. There's Cunningham with a three. The three ball, no problem for Cade.
Yeah, Cade hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
Pass to Robinson. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. Robinson's gotten his third basket of the night.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Waters, the pass to Duren. Duren, the screen. Here's Sasser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Heat have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Burks passes to Mitchell. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Sasser. Out to Harris. The three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Detroit up by a healthy. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for Detroit. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Marcus Sasser. And it's Beasley in at the small forward position. Highsmith passes to Robinson. Lets the three fly. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Harris with it. Hero picks him up. There's Cunningham with a three. Out to the right wing. Sasser outside. Pass to Beasley. Here's the pick. Fires the three. Rebound Miami. Robinson for three. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Beasley for three. And Hero grabs the board. Heat trail by 8. Fast break Miami for three. Robinson. Detroit with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Sasser outside. 4-3. Pass to Harris. Now here's Beasley. From deep. That one no good. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Highsmith. He's watched by Cunningham. For three. He's off on that one.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Beasley for three. Knocks down the triple. Beasley's got 6 here in the quarter.
And he can be pretty consistent out there, so the defense is going to have to force Beasley off the line.
Back to Robinson to stop the drought. Sasser with a rebound.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Beasley for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game.
Usually don't have to give excuses for Beasley to score. Now he's going to look for more opportunities.
Here's Highsmith. Miami, no good that time either. Detroit leading by 14. Here's Beasley. And again, it's Detroit.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
The Pistons on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Takes a 3. Beasley misses. For Miami, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. For 3, Robinson. The Pistons clear it. At one point, they led by 16. There's the steal. Here's Highsmith. Good on the shot.
They're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Sasser outside. Beasley against Robinson. Fires top of the key. Beasley misses.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Duncan Robinson, he will do that.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Beasley for 3. And again, the Pistons missing. And for the Heat, they're shooting just 33% so far in this game. Robinson can't hit. Hero against Beasley. Pass to Cunningham. From deep three-point land. Love grabs the miss. Here's Highsmith. Pounded by Harris. Ooh, an open look for Hero. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Nails it from 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time
impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Waters in at the 3. No problem knocking that one down. Harris has got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Detroit.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
And Young kicks to Daniels. Fires for 3. Duren pulls it in. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. Duren the pass to Hardaway. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
4 on the shot clock. Back to Cunningham. Over Daniels. Rebound Atlanta. Takes the 3. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Cunningham passes to Waters. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Johnson with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hardaway from outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Young for 3. The shot, no good. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Waters. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Here's Waters. Hardaway is screen on Okongwu. Here's Waters. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Outside Hardaway. Duren sets the screen for Hardaway. Trains the 3-pointer.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Young with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Drills it from outside.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer right back.
Up again. Rebound by the Hawks. Pass to Rizichet. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pistons trail by 4. Hardaway for 3. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Harris has got 7 points.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's a screen. Here's Harris on the wing, Hardaway. And taken away by Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. From the arc. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Hawks on top, up 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Terrence Mann. Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Reza Shea. And it's LeVert in at the point guard.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Niang. Here's Mann. The 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Ivy passes to Holland. Stewart kicks to Holland. Back to Schroeder. Pistons passing it around. Ivy finds Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. High post. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for the Pistons. Three-pointer. Rebound, Atlanta. Stan, you just said this. One thing about Fontecchio, he can flat out score the ball. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really a consistent shooter, but he can score in other ways as well. You'd like to see him get to the free throw line more, but that might just be a little nitpicking.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Pass to LeVert. Now Reza Shea. LeVert with it. Beasley covering. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Reza Shea. Pistons trailed by 5. Schroeder dishes to Beasley. Fontecchio sets a screen. And that one is good by Beasley.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
The 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Lets it go with the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's LeVert missing. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Ivy with a screen for Beasley. Buries the long-range jumper. Beasley's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pistons.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team. because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
Stewart in the corner. And another three for Detroit.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For Detroit, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Fontecchio passes to Stewart. Up and in on the layup. Stewart's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
I love that dish down low.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeVert from outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And you see the open floor speed of LeVert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off of
Substitution on the board.
Rizachet with the steal. And now here comes Daniel, leading the break. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Young with no one around. That three off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Cade Cunningham out there with Hardaway. And it's Waters in at the 3 slot. Johnson, good.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Young from outside. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hardaway passes to Cunningham. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Pistons making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Atlanta leading by 10. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And it's Beasley in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Beasley's got 9 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Young's shot is off. Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham a screen on Young. From deep. Offensive rebound. Beasley against Young. Moves back up. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Rizashea. Johnson against Beasley. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young for 3. Rebound, Detroit. During's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Young with the steal. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive season.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. To the middle. It's stolen by During. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Pass to Daniels. The kick out to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Those three-pointers off the mark. And Beasley has the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Cunningham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it's hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Rizashea. Mans checked in for Daniel. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Young. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Stewart. Back to Duren. Schroeder, right side. Beasley for 3. Here's Duren. Pass to Ivy. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Back to Beasley. Schroeder setting the pick for Beasley. Shoots over man. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Aston Yang, there's the 3. It's LeVert on the wing. Fires the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Clint Capella, Niang out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Pumpkin in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Fires the 3. Niang, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
LeVert with it, picked up by Harris. Here's Capella. Second shot opportunity from downtown, and he's good on the 3 ball. Mann's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so far, Harris is having his way on offense. The defense just has not found an answer for his energy on that end.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Good work there as it goes.
And we could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Young against Cunningham. And Young kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. Detroit's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Cunningham, a screen on Okongwu. Waters passes to Duran. Here's Waters. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Detroit. Jaden Ivey comes in for Hardaway. Daniels, no good. For Detroit, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Duran, the pass to Harris. Back to Duran. Harris kicks to Cunningham.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
They're running. In the corner, it's Duran. Back to Cunningham. To take the lead. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 8th rebound here tonight. Young's shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 4.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris inside. Johnson's there. Beasley outside. Young against Cunningham. 4 on the clock. Harris inside the line. A steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. It's stolen by Duran. Now Detroit moving it up. For 3, Beasley. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coaches breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Harris outside. Detroit, no good that time either. The Hawks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Cunningham. Out to Harris to tie it up. Ivy on the wing. It's good. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Big-time buckets is what everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young dishes to Daniels. There's the triple. Off target from downtown. Cunningham outside, off his leg, and the refs whistling a kick ball. Six seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul. Off the inbound pass. He's off from 3. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but,
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. And it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. Young for 3. Atlanta again missing. And here's Detroit. Ivy with it. Cunningham outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Cunningham's got the first basket here in overtime for Detroit.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
It's stolen by Duran. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, we add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Cunningham's shot is off. Atlanta's gotten only 1 of their first 4 attempts from 3-point range to fall here in overtime. And a deep 3 from Young. And a miss there on the triple. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the 4 as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Ivy, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Hawks trailing. The kick out to Young. Pass to Okongwu. Inside. Deflects the pass. Daniels with it. Takes a 3. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Harris. Hawks passing it around. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lock at 6. Trifecta! And so, it's Detroit with it. Cunningham for 3. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Here's Ricochet, covered by Beasley. Okongwu with the screen for Young. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Beasley the screen. Harris passes to Duran. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young for 3. No good that time. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They escape with a victory. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for Miami. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Burks for 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Young. The 3 is up. The rebound by Ware. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And Young's not shying away from any shot, but especially from long range. That's his meal ticket.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, BA, would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called. Whether it's center or forward, it doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. Hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by Burks. Johnson for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Hero, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Daniels. No good from outside. Miami's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's stolen by Johnson. There's the 3. Daniels misses. Pass to Hero. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Young way outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Heat trail by 3. The kick out to Wiggins. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Young, the pass to Daniels. The 3 from Rizashea. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Miami shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Young with it. Now Wiggins defending. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Here's Daniels. No points so far. Young from long range. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wiggins for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, Pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
And Young gets it to go.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
Now here's Hero. There's the triple. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Young from long range. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Young. And now the Hawks on the break. Good if it goes. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Duncan Robinson, Kevin Love out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. Hero, no good. The Hawks leading. Outside man, back to LeVert. Over Robinson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Hero, and it falls all over the rim and in. Hero's got his second basket on the night.
And that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
Niang, no good. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Misses the slam off the fast break. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And of course, that was a little bit different offensive system, but he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
Now here's Hero. Anderson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 3. Rebound Miami. Hero outside. Here's Larson. No made baskets yet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul. And Atlanta making a change here. Buffkins checked in. Anderson for 3. Capella with a rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the inside. It's a one-on-one situation. And here's LeVert for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
The deep 3 from Hero. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Puts up a 3. And Tyler Hero hits from deep. Hero's got 7.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Pass to Anderson. For 3, Robinson. And again, it's Miami from deep. Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Outside Burks. Left side Anderson. Stolen by Capella. And now the Hawks on the break. Stolen by Burks. Hero for 3. Can't hit that one. Here's Buffkin. Three-pointer, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Burks for three. That shot is off. That makes him 0 for 5.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Back to Robinson. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him. And for Atlanta, they're shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Niang. Offensive board. Pass to man. Stripped it away. Capella against Burks. Here's Ware. Gets the three to fall. And the Heat lead by 3.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
LeVert with the ball. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
To get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Hero, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Risache. Risache's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Daniels. Outside Johnson for the lead. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got 11 points. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
From downtown, the rebound by Ware.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Pass to Daniels. Fires from deep. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Adebayo with it. Now Okongwu defending. Back to Adebayo. The kick out to Wiggins. Outside Burks. Fades back. Hits the three-pointer. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware, guarded by Okongwu. Wiggins for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Hero on the wing. Three-pointer. Burks with it. From deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Young against Hero. Launches it. Rebound Miami. Where's Miami trailing? Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Daniels. That three's off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Okongwu's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Now Young with a steal. From outside the arc. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt. He's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Young. Jacks up a 3. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
And here we go. Trae Young doing his thing. Reach right.
Outside Burks. Adebayo against Johnson. Back to Burks. Pass to Ware. Looking to end the run. Counted from distance. Ware's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Hero against Young. Pass to Adebayo from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Adebayo's got 6.
Man, bigs like Adebayo gotta drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
Niang a screen. There's Young with the 3, and that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Atlanta on top, up by. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Tyler Hero, and it's Robinson in at the 3.
And Duncan Robinson, he will do that.
Krejci, the pass to Capella. And here's LeVert for 3. Rebound Miami. Here's Highsmith. Down low. Pass to Robinson. Clock at 6. Here's Highsmith. Let's go with a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
One part of Duncan Robinson's game doesn't get talked about enough. He is willing to find open teammates.
Highsmith passes to Hero to take the lead. And it's Highsmith missing. The Hawks leading. Back to LeVert. Pass to Capella. Here's Krejci. Here's the 3. Niang, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
His first shot attempt, and he can't bank that one in. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Atlanta making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Capella, and it's Trae Young in for Bam. The shot by LeVert, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And again, no good by Miami. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Outside for LeVert. Shoots over Robinson. The shot by LeVert, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Back to Hero to take the lead. The rebound by Krejci.
Well, sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Young misses. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Hero finds Robinson. And again, no good by Miami. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And it's Young again missing. Well, Miami shooting around 35% from the field so far. Oh, they pick off the pass. To end the cold spell. And Hero grabs the board.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
The Heat have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Burks no good.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Pass to Young. Launches a 3. It's kept alive. LeVert passes to Nance. Now here's Young. He's guarded by Hero. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Nance. Young's got 26 points. And the Heat shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Here's Highsmith. Hero on the wing. Burks a screen on Young. Hero, the pass to Burks. Back to Hero. Shot clock at 6. Outside Robinson. Burks for 3. LeVert with a rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Young, the pass to Niang. And it's off from three-point range. Burks with it, and it's Young picking him up. Robinson on the wing. It's good from beyond the arc.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Young, the pass to LeVert. Now here's Young. Pass to Niang. Shoots a fadeaway. Drops in the 3.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
On the wing, Burks. Plenty of space. No good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. On the clock, the Pistons need to get off a shot here. Harris's shot is off. Adebayo against Harris. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
First team foul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. This one for 3. Again, Adebayo missing. Adebayo's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. I think that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And here's Harris from the arc. Frames the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hardaway with the steal.
Team foul. West. First personal foul. Team second.
Hero against Cunningham. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Ware passes to Hero. Deep Adebayo. They get it back. And here are the Pistons now. They trail by 1. Harris finds Hardaway. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Back to Wiggins. From past the arc. Miami no good on that time either. And the Pistons with possession here. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Hands it from downtown.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
A 3-pointer. Wiggins drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Kicks it out to Hero. Takes the 3. That one misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Hero can't get that one to fall. Duren the pass to Hardaway. Pulls up from the corner. And Ware pulls it down. Miami trailing. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Fired away, that's a two-pointer. Almost, but it rolls out.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Pass to Waters. Shoots. Back to Hardaway. The kick out to Cunningham. Just 4 to shoot. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
They've got Holland. Jaden Ivey is out there with Beasley. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Waters in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And here's Anderson for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
The Heat making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. Robinson misses. The Pistons lead it. Ivey, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Quintman, defended by Anderson. In transition, here comes Miami. Robinson for 3. Rebounded by Quintman. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Fires from deep. Pass to Beasley. Here's Quintman. He's covered by Anderson. For the 3. And the basket by Quintman.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Here's Larson. And stolen by Ivey. And now Ivey running the floor all by himself. He lobs it up. Stolen by Robinson. 3 on 3. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Hero. Good on the triple. Hero's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Cade Cunningham. Pass to Stewart from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Hero. And here's Miami. They're on an 11-3 run. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wiggins kicks to Hero. Launches it. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 7. And here's Ivy. Launches a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Hero, that's a two-pointer. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Pistons have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Beasley for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Ivy. A three-pointer, no good. Wiggins against Ivy. And it's Wiggins missing. For 3, Beasley. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day, what a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5, home in the paint.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The Heat leading by 4. Pass to Ware. Adebayo with the ball. Guarded by Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Pistons. During's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris passes to Waters. Cunningham outside. It's good from long range. Cunningham's got 6.
And you see that one-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Pass to Adebayo. 90 seconds now into the second half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Wiggins missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for Detroit.
And clearly a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Takes a 3. Cunningham outside. Back to Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Tries again. That one wide left. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. They're scoreless since the first half. And it's Wiggins missing. Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson's checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
Heat substitution.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Robinson.
Cunningham, a screen on Burks. Hardaway, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it. but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Robinson for three, hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got his second basket of the game. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the Heat, another three.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And here's Harris from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pistons.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Heat. Mitchell comes in for Hero. Works for three. Miami no good on that time either. The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The Pistons working the ball around now. Ivy with a screen for Beasley. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Pistons from deep. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Burks against Schroeder. Beasley with a clean look. Off target from three-point range. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside, Robinson. Kept alive. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Knocks down the three ball. Robinson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And what a dime from Bam. And he's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammates.
Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Back to Burks. Mitchell wide open. And the Heat, another three. Here's Beasley driving in. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Beasley's got 5 now.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
3/4 of. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Ivy is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Harris in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it's Beasley in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Larson. And it's off from 3-point range. Pistons trail by 5. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Ivy finds Harris. Now, here's Ivy. Kicks it out to Beasley. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Love outside. Over in the corner, Hero. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Stewart. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. No good on the triple.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
Pass to Schroeder. Beasley with a screen on Robinson. Back to Beasley. Lets it go with a three. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Pistons lead by 1. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for a point.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
The kick out to Cunningham. Lets it go from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The three. It's rebounded by Waters. The Pistons trailer. Harris dishes to Hardaway. Duran a screen to the paint. Pistons passing it around. Hardaway passes to Harris. Clock at 6. From the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wiggins finds Adebayo. 1:31 left in the game. Ware off target with his three. And so it's Cunningham bringing up for Detroit. A 2-point game. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Over Harris. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Burks. 9 points for Bam Adebayo.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Waters passes to Harris. Fires the three. Doesn't go that time. For Miami, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
Well, playing his role to perfection. Using his size to control the glass for his team.
Nails the tray.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
On the wing, Wiggins. Burks kicks to Ware. From deep. Count it!
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
And guys, it all comes down to this one shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Harris. Oh, that shot in a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. So now.
of these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Ricochet in at the 3 slot. And Young gets it to go.
When you hit a 3 on Young, you can expect him to come right back at you.
Here's Duren. Out to Beasley. Harris passes to Hardaway. Harris, a screen on Young. The 3 ball. Hardaway, no good. Young with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Detroit. Pass to Hardaway. From the arc. It's rebounded by Ricochet. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Young from long range. And it's Young again missing. The Pistons have gone 1 for 3 so far. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A. tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
And the Pistons pushing it up now. Connects from downtown. Beasley's got 6 points.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley with the feet set knocks it in.
There's Young with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. The 3 is up. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Pistons have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Young way outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Cunningham passes to Hardaway, who poked away. It's stolen by Okongwu. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Young way outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Hardaway. Cunningham against Okongwu. Beasley outside. Tries to spin move. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
Here's Okongwu. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Intercepted. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Ivy's checked in for Beasley. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And here's Harris outside. The rebound by Atlanta. 1:21 left now in the first quarter. There's Young with the 3. Fires in the triple. Young's got 10 points in the game.
And that's where Young is just so comfortable. He lives well beyond the three-point line.
Ivy's shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Young misses. The Pistons trailing. And here's Cunningham outside. And he buries his first look.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to LeVert. This one for 3. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Ivy. Harris outside. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks shooting 33% in the first quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Daniels passes to Young. fader on the way. And it's Harris with the rebound. Pistons shooting just 38% so far in this one. Hardaway from outside. Pure from three-point range. Hardaway's got his second basket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Malik Beasley has been leading the charge for the Pistons. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pistons?
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got Terrence Mann. Karis LeVert is out there with Risache. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Niang in at the power forward position. Stewart, no good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And here's LeVert for three. Connects from downtown. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Here's Risache. The rebound by Detroit.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
And it's Beasley penetrating. Pass to Ivy. Now Thompson, defended by Niang. Shot clock at 5. Beasley for 3. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Hawks trail by 3. Lets it fly. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Capella. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What separates Capella from a lot of great rim runners is that he actually gets out and sprints.
Three-pointer Stewart, and the three-pointer goes. Stewart's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. From deep. Niang, no good. Detroit leading by 4. And here's Ivy from the arc. And Detroit another 3.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Outside to LeVert. Let's go with a 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Ivy's got 6 points in the quarter.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Capella. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Buffkin, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Holland. Beyond the arc. Atlanta with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds in the game. Niang, the pass to Capella. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
Yeah, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're talking off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in a game is add more time to the clock.
Johnson against Harris. Ivy outside. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Hardaway. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 7. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. For Detroit, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Back to Cunningham. The wide open shot is on the money. Cunningham's got 5.
And the confidence growing from this young guard. Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Atlanta again missing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Beasley's checked in for Ivy. And a change for the Hawks. Risacher, he's checked in for LeVert.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, that's offensive interference.
Offensive interference. No basket.
Hawks trail by 9. Here's Young. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. 12 points for him.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
From downtown. And again, no good by Detroit. Well, the Hawks shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Here's the 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 7.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Young looking over the floor. 4-3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Detroit closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Hawks trail by 7. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Beasley in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
That's Trae Young's role, out there to score and score often.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, BA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Stepping up to secure the board, he just wanted it more.
Beasley outside. Duren the screen. Tries it from 19. Harris right side. Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Left side Hardaway. From the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Takes a 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Harris outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Daniels. Hawks trail by 4. Outside Johnson. Young, the pass to Johnson. Here's Daniels. Off target with the 3. The Pistons have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The 3 from Risacher. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Risacher will be nailing threes for many years to come. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
He shoots it. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 7 tonight. There's Young with the 3. They get it back. Here's Risacher. Back to Young. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Harris finds Cunningham. And Detroit another 3.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade, just really confident getting into that J.
2 minutes.
Young against Cunningham. Pass to Johnson.
2 minutes.
The kick out to Young. The 3. Look at Young, making it look easy.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Hardaway, the pass to Beasley. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul, and Detroit making a change here. Waters checked in. Niang, he's checked in for the Hawks. Karis LeVert comes in for Trae Young. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Out to the right wing. Buries it from 3. Waters got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Ricochet, no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Harris passes to Duren. 3-pointer. Harris misses. Hawks trail by 3. LeVert outside. From behind the arc. Detroit with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
A good shooter with a smooth stroke. LeVert's ability to hit shots can take him very far in this league.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Cade on the move. For 3, Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists in the game.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw no good. And Atlanta making a change here. And the second free throw is good.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the point. Thompson with it, and it's Niang picking him up. Thompson passes to Ivy. Stewart outside. They set the screen. Pass to Holland. Out to Thompson. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Pistons making a switch here.
Now returning on the floor for your Pistons, number 34.
Hawks trail by 7. LeVert passes to Mann. And here's Capella. Stewart defends. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Klintman. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Krejci, covered by Schroeder. Man, they grab their own miss. LeVert passes to Niang. Takes the 3. Atlanta again missing. Detroit leading by 7. Pass to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Dennis Schroeder. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Beasley's checked in for Detroit.
Substitution on the floor.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And Atlanta misses again. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. A nice shot by Ivy. Hawks trail by 9. Outside Young. The Pistons clear it. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Ivy from the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. On the wing, Daniels. Stewart defends. Drops in the 3.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Stewart, screen on Young. Fires the 3. Okongwu with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Schroeder outside. And again, the Pistons missing. Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Okongwu. Young against Schroeder. Young misses.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
Detroit leading by 6. Ivy with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. Stewart, screen on Young. And here's Ivy from the arc. A rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Schroeder. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Out to Beasley, right wing. Back to Duran. Duran, the screen. Clock at 6. Shoots. To the right side. Pass to Clinton. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Clinton's got his first bucket of the night. Young with it. Here's Risache for 3. Doesn't go for him. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Johnson passes to Young. Jacks up a 3. Duran with the rebound.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Now here's Cunningham. Fires from way outside. Off the mark. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Even early.